This youth hub was set up by Birmingham Says No, an organisation aiming to stamp out knife crime. When Rachel's son was threatened at knife point, she knew she had to do something.
For many families, many young people, that's common, that's normality for them to feel that fear because of their concerns around the rising numbers of knife crime attacks and youth violence incidences.
She runs the organisation with Dee. Together, they're working to create opportunities for young people in the community.
No one seems to be investing in the safety and the future of young people. They just seem to constantly be cutting everything from under their feet. And projects like this just show that it is needed, and it's desperately needed.
Every penny of the funding has been spent carefully, from providing meals and sport to putting counsellors and specialist self-defence classes into schools. This is a vital resource, something they feel is lacking in the community.
There's nothing really to do. I'll be chilling around like the shops, maybe getting up to no good, hanging around the wrong people. So like things like this, when this gets introduced, at least I have something to do, somewhere to come.
I went through certain things in my life, and I always say like, there's other people still out there that haven't made it through what I made it through.
Certainly isn't going to stop. Rebecca Wood, BBC Midlands Today.
What you do for the community. Yeah, so for the contents of the camera and for the people, can you let everyone know what you do, what inspires you and why?
Of course, yeah, absolutely. So Birmingham Says No, we set up back in 2019 as an anti-knife crime, anti-youth violence organisation. And really what we wanted to do was give young people a positive platform, somewhere that they could come and kind of, express themselves and showcase their talents, skills and abilities. But as part of that as well, we also incorporated lived experience and people with lived experience that could share with the young people the realities of kind of knife crime, gang violence, being in prison, and what that actually looks like in reality as opposed to the glamorisation of it. So that's kind of where we started initially, wasn't it?
It is, and then obviously part of like that as well is we do all the bleed control workshops where we're teaching young people and members of the community how to treat a catastrophic bleed. It's the first time ever I've got that word right. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's like, do you know what I mean? And raising awareness and things like that about, gangs and county lines, domestic violence, sexual exploitation, and then kind of like we just sort of like hit off really quick, didn't we?
And then obviously COVID.
Yes, and then COVID hit and we were thought, we're a little bit scuppered here, but we kind of weren't, because then we were asked to help out with the food bank, and we were delivering 100 food parcels a week to vulnerable members of the community.
In our own houses, living food banks.
Floor to ceiling, full of tins of beans and carrots and stuff like that. But then sort of like when the restrictions started to lift, the demand didn't drop, it actually got higher and higher.
Yeah, definitely.
So we were kind of, having to sort of relaunch the youth, the youth sort of organisation side of it, but then we couldn't drop the cost of living crisis side of it.
Yeah.
So we applied for a bit of funding from the National Lottery, and credit to them, we got the funding, and then we were able to set up our own community hub and safe space and food bank. Initially in Handsworth Park, so we were like smack bang in the middle of Handsworth Park.
Yeah.
And then we've recently now moved to a venue on Soho Road.
And we're open 3 days a week to the whole community. Everything's free, so people can just come in, kind of have a cup of tea, have something to eat, have just to break down those social isolation barriers really. We have a youth support worker in there 2 days a week, so she helps young people that can come in like a drop-in service, and they can come in and kind of get support with housing, benefits, college, employment, anything really. And the same for our adult community. So we're open 3 days a week.
They're often forgotten, aren't
yeah,
they?
Definitely.
And I think that's part of part of us, even though we're classed as a youth organisation, do you know what I'm saying? Sort of like the older generation as well.
The community hub took us in a different direction, didn't it, in many respects? Yeah.
Definitely.
heart of town where you like settle.
Yeah,
It's well
definitely.
needed in that area, to be quite fair.
And that's what I'm saying as well, because obviously, you know, Handsworth holds a special place in both of our hearts. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like,
Yeah, we all know that.
you know. It says the original Winston Green, but technically Lady would. But hey, you know, he's like, I like to get around. You know? Go. No, but it really does, because you know our children were born there. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We've run a counselling service now as well, so in addition to kind of looking at the mental health side, so we have free counselling as
I
well.
might come for some counselling.
Yeah.
I need some counselling, so
We'll put you
I
at the top of the list now with our gorgeous flowers. We might be able to push you up a bit.
Honestly, and I think that's kind of like, you know, we've no longer got an umbrella, shall we say? Do you know what I mean?
We just have spread our wings, haven't we?
Yeah.
The counselling now, I mean, we've got like over 100 people on the list that have successfully received counselling, and we utilise kind of student counsellors that are training to do their level.
This is why you deserve your flowers.
Thank you.
Why you stoking soda. So keep it up.
Exactly that. Love
Keep
that.
it
Something, you know.
Get influencers like yourself that utilise that platform. I mean, I've got to give a shout out to Birmingham Scribes, and I know that they work alongside yourself. I've got to shout them out because they've always supported us, and they continually, you know, collaborate posts with us and raise awareness for what we're doing as well.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, Birmingham Times, serious people out there, man. We love you, bro.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you your flowers soon as well, by the way. But
Not
yeah,
one bro, both bros, both bros, not one, two
And I
bros.
think
it's a community that's gonna take to raise a village, so and you're a big piece of the jigsaw puzzle, so I do appreciate it. Really do. But yeah, we're gonna love you and leave it and go to the next people and give them their flowers as well. But yeah.
Did you get them on offer?
Oh no, we wish.
Do you have to pay full whack?
Yeah, we have to pay full money, so if you want to sponsor us out there, any sponsors, get
And we take beans, we take tins of beans.
And cornflakes.
Oh, bless you, thank you so
thank
much.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Hello, it's Nathan Dennis here, founder trustee at First Class Foundation. I just want to do a big shout out to Birmingham Says No. We've done a number of projects together, going back to a project that we've done in the region in the West Midlands called Black Excellence in Brum, where we actually come together and done a leadership development program for young people in our city. Also, Birmingham Says No has supported us on our food drives, helping us give out food in our community. They are loyal, they say what they're going to do, and they work very, very hard. It's a pleasure to give them a big recommendation and a big